For a generation of young people, the events of September 11, 2001 are a part of history. Many of them were not yet born, or they were babies when it happened.
In tonight's Education Matters, Juanita Stevenson joins us with how the Fresno County Superintendent of Schools is working to make sure young students not only remember, but never forget.
Well, students played a major role in this year's 9/11 memorial ceremony. And through a new program called One Day, One Voice, organizers of the annual event have found a way for students to express just how they feel about that day in history. There are so many of us who remember September 11th, 2001.
I just remember everybody in tears and shaking heads and saying, this can't be happening in America.
We've been gathering for 18 years at the California 9/11 Memorial, created by the late David McDonald, to honor and remember the more than 2,000 people who lost their lives that day.
When the smoke cleared, I had lost 13 dear friends.
At this year's remembrance, there was something different. The memorial had expanded to include replicas of the Twin Towers and a bronze statue of first responders. There were also hundreds of students participating. Young people not yet born when the tragedy happened.
I always kind of sensed a feeling of like I couldn't connect, and so it felt really distant to me.
To help students better understand and never forget 9/11, the Fresno County Superintendent of Schools partnered with the board of the 9/11 Memorial and came up with an event called One Day, One Voice.
When those towers went down, you know, Americans ran toward danger. They ran into the buildings, and they put themselves aside, and they saved lives. And we want our students to know today that kindness, compassion, loving your neighbor, you know, as Americans, we're one.
The event included an art and poetry contest designed to keep alive the memory of the first responders and heroes of 9/11. Alyssa Hayashi's award-winning logo was plastered all over T-shirts.
I saw how the 9/11 event really did impact America, and it is a part of who we are as Americans. So I decided to represent it in the form of the flag.
The grand prize winner is Grace Vang from Roosevelt High School.
Ninth grader Grace Vang was the top prize winner, with her painting depicting the souls of those lost during the attack.
They're not here anymore, so then I was like, okay, let's honor their souls and the people who were lost. So I just wanted to show like how they're ascending to heaven.
And there was one person whose memory hung over this entire event, the late David McDonald. This memorial was meant to honor him too.
I think David would be smiling today to be part of this, because this is what he really wanted. He wanted our youth to understand the significance of 9/11.
Now, the high school winners of this contest received a $1,000 scholarship, and the top award winner received a trip to New York along with her family.
To go see the memorial there, perhaps.
Right.
And that was the Roosevelt student.
That's the Roosevelt student. Her parents were very excited.
I'll bet.
Mind you. So this was the first event. They really expect this just to grow.
It gets more and more meaningful every year.
So you bring in more students.
Yeah.
Well done. Thank you, Juanita.